Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So I hope you've had a wonderful week and thank you very much for joining me. So we're doing this from March 11, Monday the 11th to Sunday the 17th of March 2024. So it's nice to be back home in the Sunshine Coast and we'll be doing a weekly reading from here instead of by the beach or somewhere else like that. Maybe do that again soon. So so how I work with my guides, always in spirit, who love me. Ask them to come close to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, exercises that may come along with that. So just give me a second. I'm going to seal off, tune in, call everyone in, call my crew in, and we'll get into the week ahead. All right, this one, there's a few different things coming through. Actually, one of the things is about living within that joyous place within you, about living within a place which involves responsibility. It also involves you really understanding and knowing that what you're doing and what you're going to get from it is going to come from you. So when you're doing a task, when you're talking with somebody, when you're going to work, when you're absolutely everything, whatever you put in, you're going to get back, basically. And if you go into a task, even when you don't want to do it, cleaning the house, doing chores, things like that, which you probably want to be elsewhere. But if you can do these tasks and put in the energy of joy, of love about what's going to happen once this is done. So your house is going to be nice and clean. The garden's going to look fantastic. The clothes are all going to be put away and looking good. That whatever other chores you've got are going to be sorted, they're going to be done. So it's really about coming from that place of accomplishment and really admiring how you've been able to do this as well as what you've done. And when you're able to allow yourself to sink down into that space of happiness, of like how good this is going to be, not just when it's done, but as I'm doing this, about putting energy into your work. A lot of people talk about putting good energy in and putting a good vibration into things they do when they really care about it. But what about doing this to things that everyday things? And it's also about you allowing yourself to get comfortable knowing that by doing these other things that you need to get sorted, chores or whatever, they're actually going to impact when you do larger things in your life. Because when you do these larger things, your level of excitement, your level of passion, of joy, of being in your heart, whatever you want to call it, is already going to be raised to a particular point. And so when you're working from a baseline that's already full of joy, full of happiness, full of excitement and passion and all that real good stuff, then when you come from there, you're only going to increase your passion, increase your excitement. And so if you can have a bit of a think about that, and it's just really about doing your best. No one is going to be an expert at these things for the first, few times they do it. They're telling me for the first few hundred times, most of the time, that you do it. But as you do it more and more and more, and if you are trying to do it and you don't quite succeed in the way you want to, it's about acknowledging what you have done and what you've been able to accomplish and how you've been able to do it. Because the next time, if you actually take note, be kind to yourself about things that didn't work, you're automatically going to be able to navigate through doing these things again, or you won't do them to the extent that you did them last time. So try this out, have a bit of fun with it. It's really about, having some fun, not taking yourself too seriously, enjoying the process as much as you possibly can. And even if you can put the reference in about what they said, Spirit said about your joy level will be already, bumped up to a particular point. So then when you really are doing things you're passionate about, you're going to be even higher with your passion, with your joy, with your excitement. Even if you are using that as a reference or dangling a carrot before you, just to help you to put some more relaxed energy into this, some more, space, some more happiness. Whatever works for you, try it out. And they were also talking about creating that space around you, and how are you doing that? When a person is in alignment with themselves, when they're feeling good, when they're feeling happy, when they're feeling comfortable, confident, that's very attractive. And that kind of energy exudes from a person. And it doesn't actually have anything to do with physicality in any way. It really has to do with energy and the person really getting in touch with themselves on a deeper level, or getting in touch with themselves in a way in which they feel good, they feel comfortable, they feel relaxed, they feel happy. And this is going to create an air of prosperity, of abundance, of happiness around them. And people are going to naturally be attracted to those people. So think about how you can live more within that state of congruence within your system, of happiness, of joy, of feeling comfortable with what you're doing, just as much as you can. Sometimes you don't feel 100% comfortable, but you can just do the best you can. So try it out. I'd love to hear how you've gone with this. And even if you can just do it for a minute a day, but be as mindful as you can. Congratulate yourself when you do this. And then that's going to expand. It's going to get more and more. It's going to go from 1 minute to 10 minutes to an hour and so forth. Even if it's incrementally during the day, it'll start to create more of a bandwidth in which you're going to start working from. Instead of going up and dropping and going up and dropping, it's going to create more of a balance and evenness throughout your life and throughout all aspects of your life, not just the ones that you're doing this with. It's really going to flow out everywhere for you. So I'm being told to get on with the weekly reading here. Okay, so Monday. What's going on with Monday? Okay, this was pretty clear. They said, if you're not happy with what you're doing on Monday, what would really make you happy? And this is, I'm really getting drawn towards work here. There's quite a lot of change in the air recently, especially 2024, the entire 2024. It's been very different energy, but there's been a lot of energy about change, about prosperity, about moving forward, about really transforming into that person that you want to be. So if you're not really happy with what you're doing at work, start putting the feelers out. Or if you're not happy with anything that you're doing on a Monday, start putting the feelers out about the things that might make you happy, that you might like to do, that might feel really good for you, or things that possibly that you've done in the past that still sort of trigger that excitement, that love, that happiness within your system. So getting on to Tuesday. So this is a funny one. They're saying it doesn't have to be that hard. Tuesday doesn't have to be that hard. So they're talking about how we tend to create more drama than what is actually there. Turning a molehill into a mountain, kind of thing. And they're saying, look, everybody does this to different extents. They're poking me, saying David's not any different here. He does the same thing as well. It's about trying to be as mindful as possible about when this starts occurring, you know, and is this really going to matter? You know, are you over dramatizing what is going on Tuesday? Or they're telling me, not just for Tuesday, but what's been going on over the last, say, about 6 to 8 weeks. There's a few people out there that there's been some upheaval happen, and they're actually putting energy into it to make it even more funky and difficult for yourself. So have a bit of a look for that. Wednesday. So Wednesday's like a bit of a cruisy day. They're saying allow yourself to flow with it. Allow yourself to sort of recognize what is good, what is not, what's working, and don't actually think about it. It's more about the recognition of things and what's around you instead of the action or working out around this. So, you know, and I do know men generally try to, you know, fix it people. So dudes, if you're a bloke watching this, try to chill, try to recognize and not do something about this. They just said we all have a bit of a thing with this, both genders, although men are more specifically, you know, doing these things and wanting to work things out and finding answers. Chill out, man. It's going to be all right. Okay, getting on to Thursday. So Thursday, it's about sort of recognizing where are you kind of coming from with Thursday. You know, are you coming from it from a mental perspective? Are you coming at it from a tumultuous sort of emotional stance? Are you coming at it where you're just not vibing it, not feeling good, not really wanting to do it? Thursday is a bit of a wobbly day, actually, from what I can feel at the moment. So just sort of like, you know, if you can, as best you can, just sort of be aware of what is really uplifting you and what's not. And if you can feel into your body or sort of go, okay, I was thinking that, or I was reacting instead of, you know, coming from more of a clear place within myself. Just if you can, be mindful of that and really ask yourself, is this really helping me? Is this really giving me what I want at this time? So getting on to Friday. So Friday, it's almost, I can feel this sort of suppression taking place, not oppression, suppression, about people actually holding back about what they want to say, what they feel, how they feel about themselves, how they feel about situations. This is a bit to do with relationships, but relationships on the whole, you know, friends, family, that sort of thing. A little bit with a relationship to yourself too. So what are you suppressing on Friday, or what have you been suppressing up to this point? And all right, this is quite cool. They're saying if you really have a very honest look and feel into the different options, what if I just said what I feel is going to be most appropriate? What is the worst thing that's going to happen? What is the best thing that's going to happen? What are the things in the middle? And so when you're able to weigh up and to be able to travel down some of the options, then it takes a lot of the fear out of it. It takes a lot of the disgruntledness, the suppression within, you know, that restriction that you put on yourself. So have a look at this. If there's anything in which you are, you know, holding back in relation to communication, could be yourself, other people, whatever it is. Okay, so Saturday. So, okay, what's Saturday? So Saturday is about seeing clearly, but it's also, I keep feeling my third eye, you know, going. And so this is really about you looking energetically at what you're actually doing, and it's about feeling your way through that, and it's about being a bit more honest and clear with yourself as well about what this is going to bring, what your intention is, how can this work out for you, is this something that really fulfills your desires, is it not? And so it's good to be able to allow yourself to just have a quick feel. You can go into it as deep as you want, or you can just kind of go, okay, that's not working for me. My intent is this. Is this energetically uplifting for me? Is this fulfilling? Does it feel like shit? Whatever it is, then you can make more of a conscious choice, more of a clear decision on where you want to move from that. So we're getting on to Sunday. So Sunday, it's almost like keep getting this like a relaxed feeling, but it's about a coming together. A little bit about connection, but coming together. So that could be coming together with your friends, your family, your partner, your beautiful animals that you live with. Could be coming together with yourself, with spirit. But it's about that connecting within yourself in a really smooth and beneficial way, which is going to really inspire you and help you to feel really positive and good about who you're connecting with, about how you're connecting with them, and just allowing that beautiful, gentle flow to come through. So it's about connection on Sunday. So yeah, see what happens. And it could be connection in a few different ways. Could be connection with going for a surf. Could be with your garden. It could be with other people. It could be with going for a walk or cooking, whatever. So yeah, what are you really vibing on there? What's doing it for you? And put it in the comments. Yeah, that'll be good, because then I'll be thinking about what I did next Sunday, and I'll drop down a comment as well. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. So really get a lot out of doing these videos every week. Really like hearing your comments. Love it when you share me around, that sort of thing. Really helps me to get out there to more people and to give you more free content. So the more I can get out there, the more free content I can create for you. So yeah, if you'd like a session with me, go to davidmjohn.com. I've got all the links there for my booking system. And if you'd like any other further information, I've got all my contact details on my website, also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well. All the details will be there. And if you drop me an email, please leave a secondary contact for me to contact you back. Okay, beautiful. We'll have a wonderful week ahead. And remember, let it flow, enjoy yourself, have some fun, and I'll see you next week for another video. All right, lots of love. Bye-bye. Or bye for now.